of the technologies that we speak about here, right? So we speak about technology, we speak about AI, we speak about IT, and we speak about VR, AR, and a lot of other technologies as well. Well, my background is in the space of virtual reality and augmented reality, right? So virtual reality is immersive technologies where people put on VR devices and teleport inside, perhaps Mars, while you're physically here. And whereas augmented reality is where you put on a smart glass and you could see perhaps the Prime Minister of India as his avatar right here, along with everybody else around, right? So where it mixes reality with virtual data on top of the reality, which is augmented reality. Now, coming to AI, AI has become a catch-all word from a very long time, although it has become famous only from the last 8 months, right, because of ChatGPT, Bard, and things like that. But AI has been used for the last 6-7 years with the majority of the society, where it uses a lot of catch-all technologies like one, computer vision, right? So computer vision is predominantly used during COVID days when people had to understand, if a certain so-and-so person was already infected with COVID or not. Face recognition was majorly used, right? And that was labeled as AI as well. Like AI was introduced in a lot of companies where when it comes to attendance taking, it was all about having cameras around installed in different premises. And as employees started walking in, the camera will automatically detect who you are, and it will sort of allow you to sort of access through the gate and then come in. So this was also termed as AI, right? So AI included computer vision, which is basically face recognition. Likewise, AI is also used in servicing, for example. Let's say there is a technician who is in front of a car, and he needs to figure out if a spark plug is okay or not. What used to happen in the past is, he would sort of look at the spark plug, or he would call an expert asking him if the spark plug is okay or not. But with the advent of AI, and in this case, object recognition and object classification, where you take a photo of the spark plug, AI will know if it's a faulty spark plug or a good spark plug, right? Which in the past was where only an expert could look at it, come back to this guy technician and say, hey, ye to kharab ho gaya, so why don't you sort of replace it and get a new spare, right? But from a compliance standpoint, for the customer who is going to be billed for that spark plug, it's all dependent on how good that expert was. But now with AI, so AI can, because of the humongous data set it already has, it can clearly tell if the spark plug is okay or not without any other human intervention. So this is object classification, which is also termed as AI. Now, fast forward from the last 6 years to about 8 months ago, AI became very famous because of what is called as LLMs, right? So large language models. Because of large language models is why AI suddenly became famous, not just because of object recognition and computer vision in the past. So what is LLM, right? So LLM is you can think of it as a large computer program, right? So we all know software programs. There's an application for this, an app for that, and so forth, right? From a very long time. But think of LLM as another program, right? Another program which continuously runs on the cloud like any other computer, right? So, if you look at ticketing system for a railway ticket, so there is obviously a server running somewhere, and anybody can go in online on the app or through the website where you can book a ticket. Now think of LLM also as a program which is running on the cloud. Except this LLM is so sophisticated that it has so many connections all across within the cloud, where it knows it is already trained with humongous data of all the literature all around, where that literature is also classified with a certain sentiment, right? So which means this LLM software which is running in the cloud knows what is right, what is wrong, based on the data it is already trained with, right? So one is almost like sentience, where LLMs know how to frame sentences. So at the lowest level, it's about how to frame sentences. How to frame sentences in a rude way, if you ask it to sort of write it in a rude way, or how to frame it in a very nice way, or in a polite way, or in the way that I would probably write, right? So how does it know how I would write, right? So I would sort of tell that LLM, hey, this is how I would write an email to my employer, right? So I can tell the LLM, because it knows already how to write in a rude way or good way or a professional way. I can teach it that this is my style of writing, and it knows what it is, and it can start writing for me, right? So at the lowest level, at the foundation level, LLMs are all about language understanding, right? It knows language, it knows the style of language, and it can compose language for you. So it all actually started off with that, and then what a very popular tool called ChatGPT has done is it also gave a lot of additional data to the LLM.